Hey, what's up, guys? This is Mustang Booker, and I'm going to bring you guys another review of a product that is near and dear to my heart. It's one of my favorite products for firearms, and that is the Mo handguard. See if you guys can see it there. This is the original one, and since then, I mean, this is kind of an older product. I think this came out, I want to say, excuse me for bumping the camera there. I want to say, what, 2008, 9? Don't hold me to that. But this product's been around for a little bit. This is Magpul's latest offering, is the SL series. We'll talk about that a little bit, but my main focus is on the original Mo handguard. And everyone seems to have one of these. They're wildly popular. But while if you watch reviews on them, people mention them, but nobody really has gone in depth about them, at least that I've seen. And I feel like this product deserves to be talked about a little bit more than just, hey, I have one on my rifle and it's polymer. So I just wanted to kind of go into it a little bit. This is one of my favorite products. I love all things Magpul. This is one of my favorite products. I have one on my Smith & Wesson M&P 15. I'm going to reach into my handy dandy Magpul DACA pouch. DACA, I think is how they pronounce it. But and we'll pull out the original Mo handguard. It's a two-piece polymer construction, lined with a heat shield, as you can see, and it has slots on the 6 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and 2 o'clock positions, and it's just a different offering from having the standard M4 handguards, and I have those in here. So I'll kind of compare them. So these are your standard, what you usually get on any standard rifle. A good starting point. But like I said, it's usually heat shield line, and this is fine. If you get a rifle with this on it, don't feel like you've done yourself a disservice by leaving it on there, because these work just fine. They'll get the job done for you. Okay, so I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the standard M4 profile handguards. Okay, but me personally, I don't feel the ergonomics of it are comfortable. And I mean, if you compare it to the Magpul, see if I can get it both in frame there. The Magpul is obviously way more handsome. It's a very handsome piece. I think it's a pretty tough, aesthetically hard to beat piece, is the Magpul handguard, Mo handguard. I really love the way they look. They're very handsome. They look really good on the M4, but they're definitely a much sleeker design. Definitely an improvement over the standard bulbous M4 handguard. I have large hands, so, but as you can see, the top of it is a little bit slimmer design. It's falling apart on me here. I'm sorry. A little bit. You can see the top there, just compared to a standard handguard. I mean, you just see it's just the design is way better. This is way more comfortable in the hand to shoot. And these ears help protect the shooter, so you can get your hand out a little. There's even a little finger hand stop there at the very front. So if you like to grip it up a little bit taller, you can. but it protects the shooter from the hot gas block, because it can heat up if you shoot a lot of rounds. But the really cool part about the Magpul handguards is that it's modularity. It's an extremely modular system, meaning there's endless amounts of what you can do on this. You know, I mean, if you look at the standard handguards, I mean, there's not a lot of options for you. You got top and bottom, you know, 12 and 6, and really, they don't make a lot of accessories for these. I mean, you can buy flashlight mounts and, you know, rails or whatever, but, you know, you can buy Picatinny rails. They have for these, but they also have flush-mounted accessories, which are really cool. So, just to give you an idea of some of the really cool pieces that Magpul has put out for this, I'll show you. First piece I'll show you. I'll unscrew my Enforce here. Is that they make a light mount. You can see, as you can see, there's nothing in there. We'll do a chamber check. Let me see. We ain't messing around with muzzles, so we're safe. We're good. Everything's good. But they make this flush-mounted, almost light mount that comes over the ears of the handguard piece, and it's a really handsome piece. And it's got as you can see, it kind of expands outward, and it really allows you to get a light out further up. I think they look really handsome with the Enforce lights. Just feels really good. And you just screw it on and tighten it down, and it just feels really natural to have your hand there. And so it's a really neat mounting system they have for that. Works really well. Some of the other pieces they have, again, we'll go back to the DACA bag, which is really cool. Of course, they have your rail mounted vertical grips, which you put a Picatinny rail on the bottom there, washer and screw system, and just mount it up wherever you want it. They also have the angled foregrip, which is really cool. Allows you to get a more aggressive hold on your rifle. If you buy this piece, all right, I see some people holding it like this, like it's a vertical grip. It's not meant to be held like that, all right? If you buy this piece, you're supposed to get a grip on it. Think of it like a sword, all right, like a katana or something. You're wrapping your whole hand around it, and it gives a better aggressive hold. So don't go to the range with an angled foregrip and hold it like that. All right, just don't do that, and don't put it on backwards. That is not correct. All right, it goes on just like that. Slides on. You put a little rail piece on the bottom, slides on, and you can get a really good aggressive thumb over bore kind of hold. Again, all part of the modular system from the Mo handguard. Some of the other things that Magpul has come out with. This is a scout mount, which is another lighting system, which mounts right into this slot here. All right, so it would fit kind of like that. All right, which also is another. I just love the ergonomics of this handguard. It allows you to get your thumb. You can have a thumb rest and have your light there, so it's just a little stream light. You would mount it on the side of the rail system, and then just come in and put your light on the top there, and it will accept excuse me, Weaver or Picatinny rails, and then you just tighten it down. All right, and it would be mounted kind of like such. And you have a really good natural place to place your thumb and do your thing with your light. Again, you can't do that with your standard A2 handguard. So I would highly recommend swapping it out. I just feel like the Magpul is way more comfortable. It's way better looking. It's just a handsome piece. And these handguards are very, very rugged. These are high impact plastics. It's polymer. If you like PMags, and everyone knows how tough PMags are, it's the exact same material, guys. All right. They've done a couple tests on these where people have ran over them with the car and dropped them, and I've seen it dropped out of a helicopter. I've seen it blown up with tannerite. You know, had a big tannerite explosion go off next to it. Not a scratch on the thing. All right. These are very tough handguards. There was a video online. I don't know if it's still up. It's been a while. This guy called Van Wappen. I enjoy his videos, so if you can find his channel, go check him out. And he had a mid-length handguard on the Spikes Tactical AR-15 that he was doing an experiment for, I think, for, I believe he said Lucky Gunner ammunition. And they were putting about 1,000 rounds through it, and they did it so quickly that the Magpul handguard heated up and actually caught fire. Now, a lot of people were watching that video and saying, "Oh, never put Magpul stuff on my gun again because it's crap and it's going to catch on fire." And first of all, if you will never, ever, 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 ever be in a situation, not even in training, I wouldn't suspect, where you would fire that many rounds. All right, that was him doing a special experiment or something. I don't know what exactly he was doing, but anyway, it did heat up the top piece. But the beautiful thing about these Mo handguards, all right, is you can see the price there. $31. 31 bucks. All right, $30 as opposed to a $200 to $300 rail system, and you have almost as much modularity on this Mo handguard as you would a $300, you know, steel or aluminum rail, and it's really light, extremely light. Is like I said, it's very rugged and durable. I've had these handguards on my rifles, and they have served me well. They're very comfortable. They have been put in the dirt and the mud. I've dropped them. I mean, they just work, and they're tough. And like I said, the modularity you get. This is actually my personal home defense rifle. So this is, if something goes bump in the night, I'm entrusting my life to this product. I'm entrusting my life to this and counting on it to work if something goes down. And I know with Magpul, it's something that is not going to fail you. This is the Magpul. In case you were wondering, you've seen that in the background. You stick it on the bottom of a magazine and pull it. So Magpul. That's how the company got their name. Now Magpul has a different offering currently of they've updated their Mo handguard, and this is the slimline version. I talked about it. I do have a video review out on this. I will admit that it feels extremely good to shoot with. It's one of the best feeling handguards, especially when you have that little extra length up there at the top. And compare it to the original Mo there. I still think the original Mo's are a little better looking, more handsome. That's just my opinion. And I still like the way these feel because I have big hands. If you have large hands, you would probably really dig these Magpul handguards. But this is the latest rendition. Of course, it is, you know, heat shielded. But One thing I don't like about these is that they're a pain to get on and off. They're very tricky. There's a couple of people who know how to install them. They're smarter than me. There we go. But it does feel really good to shoot with this. But I am a big fan of the original Mo handguards. I mean, anything Magpul. I mean, everyone knows about the P-Mags. They're awesome. I love that Magpul, this is a 40 rounder, you know, compared to a 30. I love that that Magpul made this. It's ridiculous. It's not practical. I mean, you wouldn't carry this out and about, but it is fun to have just at the range pleeking around. But I just love that Magpul's a company that says, oh, okay, United States government, you have a problem with 30 round mags? Well, here's a 40 rounder for you. It's such an in your face. That is the sole reason I have this one, by the way. So that's why I love Magpul. They also have the, you know, MagLink. I mean, they even have phone cases. So Magpul has a lot of neat stuff. But you go in any gun store, anywhere, look on the wall, and I would almost guarantee you, I'd be willing to bet, that you will find a rifle in almost any gun store, especially the AR-15s, with at least a Magpul pistol grip. You will definitely find a buttstock, and I almost guarantee you, you will find a Mo series kind of setup with the Mo handguard. You may see the slimline versions more now, but they also, while this is the traditional washer and screw setup, they also make the Mo handguards with M-LOK. All right, so if you're a guy that really likes the M-LOK system, like on the new slimline handguard, but you prefer the old ones, well, you're in luck, because now they make these that are M-LOK. So you don't have to give up any of your accessories or whatever. But like I said, Magpul just makes some awesome products, and I think this is a product that, you know, kind of gets forgotten about or taken for granted. But these are excellent weapons. I mean, there's excuse me, weapon accessories. I mean, how many companies have a Mo version of their rifles that have this on there, this setup right here, with the, you know, they have the little Ranger plates like that. I mean, if you walk in a gun store, I'd almost guarantee you, you're going to see this setup. CTR buckstock, pistol grip, 30 round P-Mag, and Mo handguard. I guarantee you're going to see that on the shelf somewhere. All right? And there's a good reason for that. It's because these are very comfortable firearm accessories, especially if you do a lot of extended shooting. Your hand doesn't get tired, your hand doesn't cramp up. It's very comfortable to continue to hold. This does a really good job of dissipating heat from the shooter's hand. These pistol grips are extremely comfortable, especially the rubberized ones. The buttstocks, the Magpul buttstocks, are just some of the best you can get. And of course, P-Mags are kind of the industry standard. So, I mean, if you see this symbol, you know it's good. Anything Magpul is good. And if you have this on your rifle, or you don't have this on a rifle, you know, you won't do yourself a disservice by having one on there. I mean, like I said, you look at most any top brand firearm manufacturers that are producing AR-15s, and you're going to see a Mo version with Magpul on it. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. You know, some of the top manufacturers that are out there have a Mo version. Some of them are mid-length, but Delton, you know, Core 15, Colt, Bushmaster, Smith & Wesson, obviously. Smith & Wesson even has a dedicated Magpul rifle, which is a mid-length operating system, which I am dying to get my hands on. I hope to own one day. Because I think that custom Magpul lower is just wicked cool if you can find it. But, you know, and Magpul is now getting into more, you know, gear and gear accessories like their DACA pouch, which I am kind of been just trying out. It's just a pouch for you to put just loose items in. You can do whatever you want with it. It says Magpul, but it's water resistant. I think water, I don't know if it's waterproof, and maybe up to like a couple inches of water, you'd be okay. This zipper seals up, and you know, it's supposed to be a watertight seal there. But you know, it has a little carabiner hooks or whatever. But I've been kind of trying this out, and so far it's pretty useful. It's a pretty useful tool. So Magpul puts a lot of thought into their products. So I don't know, if you're thinking about it, go for it. Pick you up a Mo handguard. So one thing I forgot to mention was the ease of installation for these products. So take your top handguard, a little light there, light it up at the top, pull your delta ring back, and there's your top half. And you simply do the same with the bottom. Find your front, line it up, delta ring back, and it's on. And it's that easy. That simple. You got yourself a very handsome looking handguard. Very useful. And they come in different colors: black, tan, or FD or whatever they call it, and olive drab, which is my favorite because I like the kind of vintage army green, military green. It's really cool. And that's it, guys. Mo handguard. Pick one up. They're very tough, durable. They will probably outlast you. So buy some Magpul stuff. Do yourself a favor. Thanks, and God bless.